Dog the bounty hunter's stepson, Gregory Zecca, is at the center of a heartbreaking tragedy that has shaken both the Chapman family and fans across the world. On the evening of Saturday, July 19, 2025, in Naples, Florida, Gregory accidentally shot and killed his own 13-year-old son, Anthony Zecca, in what authorities have described as an isolated incident. The Collier County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call just after 8 p.m. And while investigations remain ongoing, early reports confirm that no foul play is suspected and no arrests have been made. The scene was devastating. Anthony died in his father's arms. Gregory, who became Duane, Dog, Chapman's stepson after Dog married Francie Frane in 2021, is known to many fans through his appearances on Dog's recent show, Beware of Dog, and as the host of the podcast Beyond the Bounty. He had been open about his troubled past and journey to sobriety, having struggled with drug addiction in earlier years. His transformation was seen as a redemptive arc, and his bond with his son Anthony had been a cornerstone of that healing. But now, that redemption story has taken a devastating turn. In a public statement issued just hours after the news broke, the Chapman family said, "We are grieving as a family over this incomprehensible, tragic accident and would ask for continued prayers as we grieve the loss of our beloved grandson, Anthony." It's a message filled with heartbreak, a child lost in a matter of seconds, a father living with unimaginable guilt, and a family once again consumed by grief. For Dog the Bounty Hunter, this marks another chapter of sorrow in a life that has already seen more than its share of loss. In 2006, he lost his daughter, Barbara Katie Chapman, in a car crash the night before his wedding to Beth Chapman. His son Zebediah died as an infant in 1980. And in 2019, Dog's beloved wife Beth passed away from throat cancer after a long and public battle. In many ways, his marriage to Francie Frane was born out of shared pain. She, too, had lost her spouse to cancer. Their bond was built on mutual healing, and now, they face yet another test of resilience. According to the Collier County Sheriff's Office, a full death investigation is underway. Detectives have conducted witness interviews, executed search warrants, and are awaiting forensic test results. Sheriff Kevin Rambosk emphasized that, despite the emotional nature of the case, the department is committed to handling the investigation with objectivity and care. "This is a tragedy for everyone involved," he said, "and we will allow the evidence and facts to guide the process." The public reaction has been swift and emotional. Social media is flooded with messages of sympathy and disbelief. One user posted, "My heart breaks for this family. A moment of accident changes everything forever." Another wrote, "Dog has gone through too much. Losing a grandson like this is just unbearable." Thousands have echoed similar sentiments, with comments, prayer emojis, and candlelight tributes pouring in from across the country. But there's also confusion and frustration. Some are asking how a 13-year-old ended up in the path of a loaded firearm. Was it negligence? A tragic mishap? Or something else? Authorities have yet to release those specific details. What is known is that the Zecca household had no prior history of violence or criminal incidents. The shooting appears to have occurred during a quiet evening at home. No one expected anything to go wrong. Gregory's personal history adds further depth to this story. Once a troubled young man with a record of drug offenses and rehab stints, he had spoken frequently in interviews about reclaiming his life, becoming a better father, and honoring the second chance he felt the Chapman family had given him. He had even launched community outreach programs in Florida, working with at-risk youth and using his own life as a cautionary tale. All of that now feels painfully ironic as he becomes the unwilling face of a tragedy he never imagined. Dog the Bounty Hunter, known to millions for chasing down criminals on reality TV, is now watching his own family unravel again, but this time, not because of a fugitive, but because of a fatal mistake inside their own home. The public eye that once watched Dog crash through doors in search of justice is now watching him mourn quietly, seeking answers that no bounty or investigation can provide. As the investigation unfolds, the Chapman family remains out of the spotlight, asking for privacy and prayers. For now, no criminal charges have been filed, but the legal path ahead is still unclear. Florida law allows for prosecutors to bring charges in accidental shootings if negligence is determined, but they've made no such decision yet. What's certain is that a child is gone, a father is shattered, and a family is once again in mourning. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates.